Thank you.
Thanks.
I hope Herman, I'll send a clip to Herman.
Oh, you'll see it. You'll see it. What about that? Lots of speculation. You and Herman, you're good friends. You both have a light green color in your logos. Post 29th of May, is there a get-together?
All right. Herman is not my friend. I didn't know Herman until really during the negotiations. But, you know, I came to respect the man because Herman has never told me one lie. Herman stick to his word. You can take Herman Masaba's word to the bank. That's what I respect in a man. And my closeness to him is because I admire the man. I respect the man because he has never told me one lie. And he always sticks his word. I'm saying to you, if you feel you're not going to vote for me, Herman Masaba is your guy. Thank you.
What's your agenda?
My agenda, my first agenda is I'm colored. And colored people are not on the table. My people are nowhere. So my first agenda was to put the colored voice on the table. I've done that. But you don't build the country excluding no one. Now why it's time for, my agenda is it's time for a colored president. I'll tell you why. Because my grandfather is white. He's Japanese. 100% Japanese. My grandmother is Irish. 100% Irish. My father is a mix between the two. My mother is a black Sotho woman. I'm the product of that. And every colored friend I have has either a German grandmother, a white grandfather, a white thing, or a black auntie, or a black grandmother. So we've got everybody in us. We've had a white president in this country. Through the National Party, we are still divided. We had a black president through the ANC. We are still divided. It's time for a colored president because I can't oppress white people. I can't oppress black people because if I do that, I'll be oppressing a part of me. So I am the epitome of getting together. So my agenda is, Rob is, I say, my life was fine until I met Rob Hersoff. Now he's a very humble guy. People don't know about Rob. Rob is giving millions to charity. He is not talking about it. I've never met anybody that loves this country like Rob. We fight. Don't look at, Rob doesn't agree with. Rob was telling me about the independent Cape Town. I said, go fuck yourself. I can't be doing that. Independent, I must come with a passport to see my children. But we argue with Rob. But he loves the country. And what he has done, I want everybody to know what Rob has done. Rob was here at Business Conference. And he said, I was watching, I was like, wow. He said, Sikile Malula is stupid. And he went for, but what's significant, Rob has invested a lot of his money in airports. And by the time he called the minister, that must grant him some license for stupid. You don't, so Rob is either very stupid or he's got integrity. Because Rob stood on the stage. And the day thereafter, Alex, you can testify, there was a storm, a media storm. People were going on Twitter. They were going for Rob. And I said nothing because such the stupidity you don't defend. But when they changed and they said, Rob is a racist, I couldn't say nothing. I stood up on my Twitter account, on my Facebook, and I've got millions of people through all my socials, more than 1 million people through all my socials. And I said, you can call Rob what you call him, but I'm not going to stand here for a man that I know his kids, a man that I've seen what he does in the townships. I'm not going to stand up for him and say he's not racist. Rob doesn't have a racist bone in his body. And all of you that call him racist can go to hell. And that's the same way I'll stand up for South Africans. And that's the same way I'm standing up for South Africa. This country has given me more than it gave all of you here. This country has given me a second chance. This country has given me redemption. I owe this country more than anybody in this room. That's my agenda.
If you're a business owner, then animated...
Let's look at the election and where the PA is likely to be nationally, in your opinion. And you said earlier that the DA has lost the Western Cape. Would you just unpack your thinking behind both of those? And I'll put a rider on here. Gayton's been on the money. He's been on the money consistently and much, much better than pretty much anybody else when you've been making these forecasts. So I'm going to hold you to this one.
All right, just before I make the forecast, I was never laughed. The first time I addressed people and they laughed was at BizNews. They laughed at me when I told them that Jacob Zuma is the most popular man in this country. They all laughed. Alec, where you get this stupid speaker? Because in your heads, you think Jacob Zuma is to everybody what he is to you. Jacob Zuma is the most loved man. If you make a poll today and you put Mandela here and you put Jacob Zuma here, Jacob Zuma will beat Mandela by a mile. Most black young people call Mandela a sellout, a traitor. Now, Jacob Zuma, so that's why all these polls, somebody spoke about the Brenter's poll. I tell you something about these polls. Polls are for strippers, and we should keep it there. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. 2021, I looked at all the polls. Nobody gave the PA a chance. They asked one guy about the PA, he says, they'll be lucky to get 2 seats. Brenter's poll, all those polls. I would trust the Mavericks poll more than the Brenter's poll. Because at least he knows how to shut up. The polling party companies didn't give PA a chance. We didn't get the 2 seats. They were right, we wouldn't get 2 seats. We got 86 seats. Now, how do you miss 86 seats? What's more stupid is they've still not learned their lesson. Between 2016 and 2021, the PA has grown 16 times. This time, we're not aiming so lofty. We just want to grow 10 times. We've done it already with 16. So once you come from the corporate world, you understand the difference between butter and bullshit. So what I see going around here, and the show, there was a by-election, the most contested by-election, and you can see Rob is an undercover DA. And I'm not talking about this white blue shirt he was wearing today. Rob took a bet with me. He said, there's no way you can beat the DA in Pakdin. Bullshit. Pakdin was 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. The DA has never lost Pakdin. I said, Rob, not only am I going to beat them, I don't know the English word for it. I said, Rob, ek kom hulle voeter. Nou voeter is more than bliksem. For white man said, they come gevoeter word. They're going to pedal beat you. And we got double the amount of votes. Ellen Wendy went to every house in George and he gave out a flyer and said, I'm a drug dealer. Now the people in the area knows I'm the only one that takes on the drug dealer, so they know it's crazy, he's talking crazy. And we got double. So to answer your question, we are going to get, at the moment, we're going to get 8% conservatively. If I look at, if you ask me on a good day, what will we get? I think 12. We just want to get more than the EFF. We've beaten the EFF. There was, in the past 9 by-elections, the EFF beat us twice. We beat them 7 times. So I'm just going on scientific numbers, not on head. We beat them 7 times. I want to beat Julius Malema because Julius Malema is the last thing this country needs. Julius Malema is a racist to the core. Julius Malema says, kill the Boer, kill the farmer. But Julius Malema, when my deputy president, Kenny Kunene, called him a cockroach, we are spending more than 2 million because he took us to court. He's offended. Imagine, in the constitutional court, we're talking about, is he a cockroach or not? We are 2 million rands down. 2016, the most powerful man in this country was Julius Malema. President Jacob Zuma was telling me a story. He said he spoke to Obama. And he told Obama something. Obama said to him, yeah, I hear what you say, Mr. Zuma. What is Julius saying? So Julius was very powerful, but he said one line. And please go Google this. He said two things. One line, he said, I was about to vote for you. Vote was he mean to remove electoral in Nelson Mandela Bay. We've agreed. We had a deal. And he said in his press conference he's going to cut the throat of whiteness. That moment, my neighbor asked me to drop his son at the rugby game. That boy adores me, he was 8 years old. He adores me. And I looked at him in the mirror and I said, what will this boy think of me if I vote with a man that said he's going to cut the throat of whiteness? I called Malema's people. I said, I'm no longer voting for you. I called Trollop. I said, I don't know who's your son, Goma, but he's really changed me. And we made a joke about it. And then I wrote an open letter to Julius. I said to him, you are racist. Stop calling white people thieves. And all the political party leaders were all scared to say anything about Malema. I was the only one that took him on. He hates me. I hate him. I have no time for him. I think he's a wrecking ball. He will destroy this country. Everything Malema touches turns into shit. Everything. Everything. So what you must do, this is not milk time. One of my best friends gave me a saying. This is not milk time. It's tequila time. Stop voting for the DA and for the Freedom Front Plus. Try me. And you will see what is an action man. I will fix this country. BE does not work. What will I replace BE with? I will replace BE. You must have as a partner who you want to. That's how business works. I can't have a person that wants to be at the top of the letterhead or the top of the salary bill at the bottom of the letterhead, and some of them just want to play golf. Some of you have what your BE partners, your mates, your gardeners. Wait till that fucker gets his first million. And you say to him, the dishes are dirty. He's like, why can't we hire the person to do the dishes? We both have money, fucker. So I'm saying to you, I'm going to start a fund, an empowerment fund. I will take 1% of the turnover of every company. Turnover, not profit. I've got no time for your gymnastics, accounting gymnastics. These ANC leaders you can fool, they have no commercial sense. They've never had a tax shop. I know about businesses. You can't fool me. I have probably more money than most of you in this room. But I'm saying to you, turnover of every company, and I start an empowerment fund administered by business people. And that is what empowerment is about. They will make a loan. And at different stages, you can't start a loan for a bank. You must start with a car wash. And you can go on with your business. I will cancel race. When you fill in a form, you will not be asked if you're white, if you're black. We just want to make sure you're not a illegal foreigner. You and us can build this country. And never forget that. A boer maak 'n plan. Well, that is het 'n klein plan. So imagine those two when they get together.
Right. Gayton, I didn't even talk to you about Neisner, and I'm sure somebody here is going to pick up on that side. We've got question time.
With the EFF, why do you think the media is completely ignoring the EFF message that's currently available on at least 5 YouTube videos over the last week, that it's one Africa, one president, and one currency? Surely that's self-defeating by the EFF and something that politicians should use against them.
The media are scared of the EFF. The media is scared of the backlash of Malema, and then because they personally go for, since he told that UK journalists, go out, you're small boy, and those things. Malema does what he does, does what he likes in that parliament. It says that old people around. He's not going to do that shit when we are there. White people will tell you, hey, for sake, sit down. That was history. He's not going to say the PA people around in that parliament. So if you want to see him, the fight here, you're watching the wrong game. There's a test match happening. And you are busy here watching the Curry Cup. The fight is between EFF and PA. Today, there's election, and watch tomorrow. Black people are not racist. The black people are the least racist people you can find. The message of kill the boer, kill the farmer has pissed off so many black people that tomorrow I predict Malema will not get more than 200 votes tonight. It's a 50% black area. You watch it, and it will make sure you get it. In that by-election tomorrow, I predict I will get more than 500. The ANC will probably win it. We will beat the DA. But the ESS, the message only reaches foreigners. They're not as strong. There will be a 10% party. I don't agree with Rob when he says Zuma will get 6%. Never. Zuma, you've been told, is being laughed in KwaZulu-Natal. Yes. But let me give you something that you don't know about Zuma. He's more laughed in the Eastern Cape than he is in KwaZulu-Natal. I guess you didn't know that. Zuma has been everywhere. You see, he's not gone to the Eastern Cape because he knows it's his stronghold. He'll go there last. So I'm saying to everybody here, every white person in this room has had a thought, and tell me if I'm lying. You've had this thought, and that doesn't make you racist. But I'm just going to turn the thought around for you. Every white person sitting here today has had a thought like, what is wrong with black people? They are suffering. They don't have jobs. But they still vote for the ANC, isn't it? That's not a racist thought. You've had that thought. I will tell you what thought do we have about you. What is wrong with white people? They still vote for the DA, and the DA is not coming anyway. They still vote for the losing team. Imagine to go, you are a winner in your own right, and you go and make your ex by somebody that you know is not going to win. It's the same thing why some black people vote for the ANC than why you vote for the DA. I hope I can change your mind. If I'm not your cup of coffee, vote for Masama. But if you really want a man that's going to come in and fix stuff in this country, that's going to hang the criminals, that's going to send our children to the army, that's going to clean up. My deputy president was mayor for 2 days. The first thing he saw, he asked them, what file is that? Kenny Kunene was acting mayor of Joburg last year for 2 days. They asked, what file is that? Why is that complaint file so thick? They said it's all the white people and Jewish people that have businesses. That have businesses. That the businesses have been hijacked by foreigners. In city of Joburg, he says, what? Call the police, let's go. In the 2 days he was there, he put more people out of those buildings than they've done in the past 10 years. That's the type of leadership that you want. You know, there's some people that truly believe we need food security. You can't put the farmers and treat them like they are nothing. We have leaders that still believe. This is a true story. One leader was really saying, it's not a joke. When we said to the farmers are important for food security. Let us sit down with the farmers and we can expropriate worth compensation. The farms they don't use. But the ones that are producing food at the moment, you don't change a working model. Don't do that. They said, no, fuck the farmers. We can buy food that we can pay. We laugh about it. But that's the level of thinking that some people have. Land. Everybody is scared to say it. I'm going to say it here today. If you're going to take land and put it in my hands, I live in Sanders. What do I know about farming? I know of people that can farm in our communities. They just need the opportunity. I know of farmers that have 70 farms. They only use 5. Let's take the 65 with compensation, and we give it to the ones that can farm. But to expropriate land without compensation, it's a disaster. Once you lose property rights, you have no country left. Foreign direct investment will never invest in a country where you are not secured of property rights. I am for property rights. I believe my friend from Rob, for instance, bought land. Rob wasn't here. He didn't steal that land. We paid fair, we paid market value. We need to protect people like that. But people are scared in my community to say what I'm going to say now. I will never agree with expropriation without compensation. I agree with expropriation with compensation and market value. People, stop voting white and vote right.
The thing that supports your argument in the Western Cape, and you didn't touch on that, and a lot of people here are thinking, whoa, it's the one province in the country that's working. Demographics in the Western Cape would support an argument for a coloured premier, just for a starters, if the majority of people in this province, as they are coloured. Is that what you're banking on here?
Yes, I've announced that I'm going to be, for my party has chosen me as the premier candidate of the Western Cape. And I can tell you, you must understand the coloured mentality. You can push a coloured person until he says, they've pushed them too far. El Dorado Park was under the DA, it's gone. Eden Park was under the DA and the ANC, it's gone. Ennedale was under the DA and ANC, it's gone. Botchers here in Cape Town, in George was under the Good, it's gone to PA. Pandin was under the DA. I'm trying to mention so I talk scientific things, not hula-baloo things. In the Western Cape, I'm coloured. Afrikaans is my first language. The people, the DA puts a white mayor, a white premier, that's not stupid, in a place where people are still conscious about race. Ellen Wendy, they sent him to George for a month, and I jumped high in the air to compete with me. After he gave his speech, he spoke about markets, the rand. There are the rand, I didn't hear that I didn't for Komori. And then when they could only speak English and broken Afrikaans. While you get a guy like me, I come, praat Afrikaans, we have to talk. I speak English as my second language, or third language, or fourth language. Kibuasi Sotu, Kibuasi Tuana, Kibuasi Poete Kaufel. And I even know present language. That is what this country needs. Serian. The Western Cape is in trouble, to answer your question, Alec. The majority of people in the Western Cape are coloured. The day is built on coloured support. My people has given the black man a chance in Mandela in the Western Cape. They've given the white people a chance through Ellen Wendy. Nothing changed for them. Now,